What's going on, you guys? The Heath Carnes here, bringing you a new video today. This time returning to the Brutally Honest series. This is episode 4 in this series, and this time we are talking about weed needs to be legalized. We're talking about marijuana, weed, ganja, kush, whatever you want to call it. We're talking about the green stuff that grows from the earth and is somehow illegal because it has the ability to get you high. If you've never smoked weed, or if you have, is really not an issue. If you've never smoked weed, personally, I don't think you should have an opinion on it. Because if you haven't tried it, don't knock it. And there's a lot of people out there that have never smoked weed and simply say it shouldn't be legal just because it's classified as a drug. I don't agree with it being labeled as a drug because it's harmless. You know, weed, I've smoked weed in my life more than one occasion. I enjoy weed. I love marijuana. And just like almost anybody else in the world, I mean, marijuana is a very big thing right now, and it's becoming legal all around the country here in the United States of America. It's already legal in some states, and it's legal around the world in other countries. So I've never covered this topic, and I decided to put it under the Brutally Honest because this is something that we all know and is only being held back because people don't know how to accept change, and the government is too worried about how they're going to make money off of this. So, as you know, obviously I am pro-weed. I am pro-legalizing weed. So, as you know, I already am rooting for weed to be legal here in California and everywhere for that matter. And the restrictions, I think, that need to be on it will be covered right now. So with restrictions, you have to have restrictions, just like you have restrictions with alcohol, and just like you have certain restrictions with cigarettes. First of all, marijuana should not be allowed to be smoked in public. I agree with that because you have other people that don't smoke marijuana and don't want to catch a high, because you can catch a contact high off weed. It's happened to me and it's happened to friends. And if you're not familiar with what contact high is when somebody's smoking weed around you and you get high off of their smoke. It is possible. It's happened to me, as I said just moments ago. So I can understand that. Plus, little kids being around it. I've never smoked weed around my 8-year-old nephew, nor would I ever. Because I'm not a fucking retard. The other thing on my restriction list, so to speak, is the fact that you would not be allowed to drive while, you know, under the influence of marijuana and all this other kind of stuff. Just very common sense stuff. Now, of course, the government is saying that there's only a certain amount that you can own and grow, which is ridiculous. You should be able to buy and grow as much as you want, but once again, there lies in the problem that the government is just too worried about getting paid. The government's just like, hey, we want our cut of the money, even though we pretty much have unlimited money. So, of course, it's going to happen. Therefore, people are going to continue to illegally have too much marijuana. They're going to continue to grow as much marijuana and sell marijuana. That's not going to change until the government allows people to have no limit on it. So, you know, while there are restrictions on marijuana, there needs to be restrictions on other stuff as well. And I'm not going to get too much into the alcohol and cigarette thing because that's not what this is about. But I think that marijuana needs to be legal simply because it's a harmless drug, if you will. It messes with your mind in a way, but it's nothing like acid, PCP, you know, angel dust, whatever. It's nothing like that to where it could be a serious hazard. It's not like cocaine or heroin or anything like that. It's just a drug that actually, for like me, it relaxes me, takes away stress, and that's why I like it. It makes me feel good and makes me happy. So that's really it, guys. I don't want to have this episode go on too long. Those are just my opinions on marijuana. Like I said, I really truly believe that people that haven't smoked marijuana need to shut their fucking mouths about marijuana. Because, I mean, I have people in my family that have never smoked it and are against it, and because they're just too close-minded to accept that marijuana is truly harmless, and we're moving to an age where marijuana is going to be okay. I understand putting restrictions on it, but as I said, I don't think that there should be restrictions on how much you own, and you should be able to grow all the pot you want. It's a fucking weed. I mean, That's just my opinion. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching episode 4 of Brutally Honest. If you have any suggestions you'd like me to talk about, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, or any other kind of video you want, or any topic. It doesn't matter. I will get to the video and give you a shout out. This is the Keith Garnes. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next. And all you pot smokers out there, smoke up.